Hi, Priscilla, Matt, Lori, Kim, Gabe, children, how are you? I'm on my way to Grand Traverse Resort to play the Wolverine. Golf, of course. Jim Labadie had called me and a whole bunch of people, and we're on our way to play golf and have dinner today, dedicated to our friend Mike Horton. Kind of our humble way of having our own little tiny memorial. I know he'd love to be here, but we're gonna try to carry this out. We got lucky. It's September 29th, and it's gonna be in the probably mid 50s. Unfortunately, the sun came out. Thank you, Michael. The trees are, some have turned. This stretch isn't as good as I would have hoped, but we're gonna get lucky today. As far as the weather goes, we're gonna have a joyous day, and I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and this will be the first one. I'll pick this up during golfing occasionally, and maybe tonight if we have a small dinner together, we'll also take some time to remember a good friend. Mother Nature has decided that she's ready to get into fall, so we went from awfully nice weather a week or so ago to kind of cool and rainy and not so nice. But we got lucky today, and apparently Mike decided that we were going to have a nice day. So I'll talk to you in a little bit when I get to the golf course and see some of the guys and give you some of those god-awful golf swings that you're going to see today. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, just got to the golf course. Had a few derelicts. Oh, there's Labby's and Randy. I can fit through here. Nice day though. Say hi, Labby's.
There he is. Hey,
Hi, Randy.
Let's get the hero going.
Well, sure.
How are you, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good to see
Hi,
you.
Rand. How are you? Oh, all right. There you go.
Welcome to the Michael Horton Invitational Tournament.
Amen, brother. Yeah.
In
Well,
honor
the sun
of
looks so nice out there.
him. Look what he did. He gave us this weather. He's up there watching us.
Yeah, not enough trees have turned though. I'm a little
I've already heard
surprised at that.
That the what?
That more trees haven't turned.
I know. You know, it's funny. We were talking this morning. Some of them are almost gone, and then some of them have hardly been touched.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of cool nights up here.
Hey, I heard Matt's coming.
Matt is going to be here.
That's awesome. Can't wait to see him.
And you know what else is going to happen today in honor of the man? At the end of this, we're all going to greet each other on 18 on the Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then we're going to cart parade over to number 6 on Spruce Run. And we are going to celebrate Mike Horton's only hole-in-one.
Oh boy.
And the golf course is already well aware of it. They're going to see all 17 of us over there, and we're going to have a little toast.
Is there whiskey involved?
There is going to be. And it's your favorite whiskey, Mr. Horton. It's Angel's Envy, appropriately named. So,
okay, all right.
Matt's bringing it.
Oh, look at that one. Yikes. Yeah.
I'm so glad Matt's going to be here for that. That's so important.
Yep, yep.
So it's going to be a great day.
All right, I got to hit balls. See you in a bit.
that.
Yep. Well, here we are on the golf course, about the 4th or 5th hole. I'm on the green already. Labby's just knocked it on the green. Randy got a little chip here. Let me try to knock it in. I'll give you a closer view, but I'm not proficient on this yet. And he's on the green. Excellent job. Hi, boys. A little wave. Thank you. There you go. All right, got to go putt. See you in a bit. All right, well, we just finished our round in pretty good shape. You can see in the distance there potentially the group behind us. Of course, Labby's is got to get out of the way. There you go. You didn't know where to go, but fortunately I'm here. I don't know who that is, but we'll check back in when we get to the green. Yeah, there we go. So you were pretty happy with it? First, state your name and how you know Mike, and also your sexual orientation.
Mike has always been my sexual orientation.
There we go.
I met Michael in August of 1984
Wow.
at the old Sand Trap Lounge.
Wow.
He walked over and I said to him, "My name is Jim Labadie," and he said, "I'm Mike Horton." He was having a beer, I was having a beer. I had been working here at the resort for 2 days. So we met about 36 plus years ago. That was August of 84. And every touch point I have in Traverse City had Mike Horton written all over it. Every restaurant I'd ever been to, we'd been there together. Every golf course we played together. Every bar we went to, every joke we told.
I'm down to 20 minutes, so.
He was awesome. He was awesome. And then I met my wife, and I still got her, but I miss you, Mike.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
you, babe.
Yep. Amen, brother. Okay, I'm gonna wait. We got guys coming down here.
Alrighty.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna turn it off just for a second.
Cigar, because we gotta wait a while.
Oh, is that right?
Are they quite a ways behind you?
No.
Okay. Hey, so, yeah, this is, you know, for the family.
Yeah.
And so I'm here to ask you how you know Mike, and how long, you know, you've known him, and also what your sexual preference is.
Well, I am married to a woman.
Okay. Very good.
And I do like women.
Yes, good.
So that's two good things.
Well, I like both men and women, though.
I do. Yeah, but not in the biblical way. So
I'm good with that.
I met Mike 4.5 years ago. We were playing in the Elmbrook League.
Oh yeah.
So the first night I went in, and I'll tell it again at the bar, but we went into we finished our round, our 9 holes. We went into the clubhouse at Elmbrook, and I wanted to meet the guy that was running the league, Pat.
Yeah.
But who did I meet? Mike at the bar.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
And what was he having? An Oberon. And
I taught him that.
Yeah, did you?
Oh yeah.
Good. And so you know, I went up and he said, "Hey, who are you?" And I said, "Dave, I've just joined, and you know, blah blah blah." "Oh, can I buy you a beer?" And it was all downhill from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Amen. Amen. He
So I'm Ed, I'm Dave's brother-in-law.
Oh.
I met Mike a few years ago. We played in a couple games out here.
Sure.
And I love the guy to death. I got in a scramble with him out here with Dave, and he wanted to do those peach schnapps shots every time we got a birdie. And
we got lots of birdies.
fortunately for us that day, we got lots of birdies.
Oh boy.
But when we got 2 in a row, he thought you had to do 2 shots.
Okay, there you go.
I can't stand peach schnapps. And we did double shots of peach schnapps for 4 holes in a row. And we had 7 birdies that day, I think. We did peach schnapps all day. I've got Rare Eagle in the bag. He's got Crown in the bag, and we're doing peach schnapps. I love Mike to death. I don't know him like you guys do, but I love that guy, and I miss him already. And thanks for bringing this weather, Mike. Fantastic day for golf.
Yeah, and it's me, Jack.
You as well.
Jack Williams and Mike, I love you, man. That was terrific stuff. I'll tell you the couple of stories here. Number one, when Dave came over to Elmbrook, Mike was telling Dave to get a membership at the resort for golf. And
you know, he wanted to play here. That's the only reason he suggested it.
But he didn't have he had a golf membership, but not a golf membership.
Yeah.
And so Dave went and went to the you know, wherever they do the membership, and he joined, and he said that Jack sent me. And so when I get $200 for that.
Oh, there you go.
And Dave has been whining for how many years you been here?
4.
4 years he's been whining to me that because I was the golf member, you know, I got the $200.
And he hasn't bought me a drink or anything since then.
And
Well-
yeah, I'm cheap. Don't worry about that. But anyway, and the next thing that happened was I have happened to win the match over at Elmbrook, and Pat Buron has 2 matches that he won, and he's been whining for years, and he never did get.
He
that
never
match.
won the jacket.
He never won it.
I'm a little surprised
I
now.
told him he was never going to win it, and that's what happened.
I'm a little surprised that Mike didn't make you give him the $200 for joining.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a
Right.
very good point.
Anyway, I loved him, man.
That's for you, Matt and
All we
Lori
did
and
was do
Priscilla.
stick back and forth to each other
Great
all the
guy.
time.
Well, that's wonderful. There we go. We're cutting up new ones. All right.
Oh, yeah, we all-
We don't. We're going to have to wait a little bit. Apparently, the next group
The one
is
that's here that's known Mike the longest.
quite a ways behind. So,
So
Yeah, who knows?
how did you meet Mike?
oh,
Hang on.
no, that's no. That's okay. They got plenty of me, so I'm going to stop this right here because
Okay.
I can't
He's
stand
short
looking
on
at you
that.
guys.
To the friends who love me, the losers that lost me, and the lucky bastards that have yet to meet me.
Now that sounds like Mike.
I know, with that-
Doesn't it?
Lucky
That sounds like Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah.
Is that rye or
I think
bourbon?
it's time for another round.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
Doing good.
How you doing, buddy?
Just a little one.
Hey, Levy. Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry, I totally forgot. I was I went to the restaurant. I go, oh my God, I forgot.
Good. That's plenty. Yeah.
Is that the bourbon or the rye?
This is phenomenal.
Is that the bourbon or the rye?
That's bourbon. Yeah, that's Angel.
I think I can do
The
it.
rye.
You like the rye?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna come down and say hi to you down in
Marco.
Florida.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because, oh, that's what I want.
I'm gonna take a couple divers down there to certify them, and maybe get a GPS or 2, some fishing spots.
Well, I got some by me, but they're out of ways. That's the only problem. We're
Don't you
bottom
have any
fish.
off like Marathon on the bay side?
No.
Oh.
No. Actually, well, we sit down. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to take the boat down there and
Yeah,
And,
I always
find
rent
some
a boat,
spots.
so then we can have. Yeah, I've got a couple spots, a couple wrecks, and places, lobster spots. But
yeah.
I'm learning new fishing spots every day.
Yeah, well, I want to fish the Atlantic because that's totally different. Anyway, the reason we're here, and I'm late because I'm stupid, but this was the 6th hole on the Spruce course, a par 3, and we all came here to commemorate Mike's hole-in-1 and to drink Angel's Envy bourbon, the tribute. So most people are from the Elmbrook golf course in the league, and
Pat's got more
Yeah, I couldn't get
Patrick,
James,
how are you?
what a day.
What a day!
Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for the invite, buddy. Thanks for the invite.
This is brutal.
Yeah, I know. I drink the rye. I love the rye. I haven't
I don't
actually. I
drink
haven't
whiskey.
tried that. Let me.
When Mike did the memorial,
Not bad. You'd like the rye.
I had the first one.
No, I'm good. I got.
This is stuff he puts this on his cornflakes in the morning.
I like the rye.
Look at this. It does. You thought he was lying.
No, my
It's
cup is
eating through
getting.
the
Yeah,
cup.
I know. It's
You
eating-
can't buy that in Michigan, I heard.
Well, it's hard to find. There was a bottle last night, Jim, over at West Side
What, this?
Beverage of that Angel's
You've
Envy.
got to be
All right.
kidding me.
I was in the one bottle.
Yeah, you can't find the rye in Michigan.
Dave went
no,
all over
rye.
trying to find it,
No, I know. We
and he was kind
we
enough
buy
to
it.
say, you know what? I'll
we buy it down in Florida.
Oh man.
But a nice turnout here.
Yep.
Mikey, you'd be proud.
Yep. We love you, buddy.
Impacted all these people.
It's so funny. You were in your car.
Just a little bit left, guys.
And I went in the restaurant. I go, well, nobody's here. I go, oh my God, we're six. I'm trying to find the whole thing.
Well, when we were coming up, all these cars were parked here. we were back there for just a second. Randy and I looked, and there's a foursome making the turn off of 5 to come up here. Oh. So we waited at the tee, and they came up, and you could see them. They hit the brakes. They went, no. I said, how could you mind? We're playing as a 14, so we'll be done in a minute. Then I explained what we were doing, and they said, you know what? We're going to take
Who has the cork for this bottle?
I have the cork on this one, Matt.
Oh, right here.
He has the cork. There you go.
Yep.
All right, very good.
Matt gets one of those bottles.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm getting the other one.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. All right, good boy.
Got a little trick I'm
Not
going
going
to
to
do.
be as clever as Mike and
Hey, listen up, guys.
Listen up.
Listen up. Dave's got a story.
believe me, you'll go, yeah, you weren't anywhere near as clever as those guys. And I wish I could be. I wish I was, but I never will be. But I do want to say that as opposed to me, when people see me coming sometimes and go, oh, fucking Gauthier's here again.
I always say that.
With Mike, it was always, Mike's here.
Yeah.
Mike's here. Everybody was always happy, really happy to see Mike. And we all wish we could see him now.
Yep.
But he sees us.
Yep.
And I appreciate that. And we love Mike, not as much as you, but maybe close, probably because you knew him longer.
Some of us. I mean, there's one that knew him longer.
Yeah, I knew him about 45 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, after 45 years, you actually don't say, here's Mike. You say, damn, here's Mike. I mean, I'm missing him now because he knows that I do that to him every time.
Yep.
Because there was no love lost between what we would say to each other.
He was the butt of a lot of jokes.
Oh,
But he took it well and he came.
yeah, he did.
Story I'm going.
Yeah.
And for 30 years, he played in the BS Open, which was the tournament we all played in, and he never won it. And we always wanted him to win it, but I'll never forget of all the years that I got a chance to play in it. The one year we were at your house and we were getting ready to go. The golf bags were laying up beside the vehicle, getting ready to get loaded in.
Yeah.
And this stray dog came up and was walking around, went up and leaned on top of Mike's golf bag and pissed all over his golf bag. And I said, Mike, this will not be your year. That's a true story.
That's funny.
Oh, of all the bags he had to pick.
You can't ever make that up.
No. And there was 12 bags there. And he only picked Mike's. God, I'll never forget that. Yep.
Okay, boys, we're all going. Put your bags in your car. We're all going to the clubhouse, and we're gonna have dinner in there.
Grab a little
Dinner with
bite.
Mike.
Yep.
And we're
Cool.
boss us around all the time.
That's all right.
that's just my thing.
It's leader. It's leader. It's double D is the leader. He's a leader. Nice.
All right,
Nice, guys.
Well done, guys.
That was fun.
I've been entrusted to get a picture of all the carts lined up here.
First outing.
You know, they
And we're hoping to double.
kind of scared everybody when we
So
came
guys,
through.
we're gonna
but-
do this annually.
Yeah. There we go. Look at all those carts
Yeah.
and all these derelicts. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Woo, 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 Wet Willie.
Jim,
All right.
your barber retired?
He did. He died. My wife wanted to cut my hair, and I said, "There's only been one woman."
Which one? Elbrook. But it's funny. My lady and I, a couple years ago, were down at Sorrelitas downtown with another couple.
Sorrelitas? Wow.
You know, the old time one.
I do.
Anyways, I'm next to the window in the booth, and we're having cocktails and dinner.
Really?
And I hear a tap, tap, tap on the window. And I'm about that far from the window, and I look, and Mike's going. And he came in and sat next to us and bought us around, and we bought him a pizza. But just a great guy.
Yeah.
You bought him a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
That's how that
Jack, Jack.
Well, I already did my 2 stories.
Well, you're gonna do it again.
Oh my.
I didn't hear your 2 stories.
I didn't either.
I forgot him already.
Oh, come on now.
Well, how did you meet him?
Well, how did I meet him?
Yeah.
I walked onto the golf course and he was such a wise guy.
Yeah.
that I had to,
Elmbrook.
yeah, Elbrook. That's where I met him. And what was that deal we did?
Oh, Oberon, of course.
Son of a bitch, I forgot. You know, I lost my memory here, around here.
Hey, have another drink, dude. Next.
Yeah, I met him at Albrook, and played him in a match play.
You did not.
Yes, he did.
Oh my
I
God.
beat him on the last hole.
Of course you did.
Oh, yeah, tell that story.
And then we played the hole over just for the hell of it, and he eagled it.
Yes. Number 18 at Elbrook. That's a great story.
Love it.
And all he did was whine about it because he got the eagle after he got
After. When the
I also met Mike at Elmbrook.
Mike whined?
And we, I got to play with him in a couple years in a row in the last night. And one of the funnest nights I've had. It's a true story. I mean, the guy was just, he was full of it. He really was. You guys all
Truly.
know that. You
Truly.
know, and gonna miss the guy, and had a lot of fun with Mike.
Too many stories.
Yeah.
Don't want to get teary.
Too much alcohol.
Already teary. Possibly too much alcohol.
Yeah.
Had lots of great conversations with Mike about golf. He loved golf pretty much as me, which is a lot. Had a lot of great rules discussions with Mike.
He wasn't one for that.
Wow, that's so unusual.
A lot of great gay jokes back and forth with Mike, and stripper club jokes, and
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
wish he was here.
Wish he was here.
Hey, listen, hold on. Dave is a DJ at CCW, local radio station. At 2:48 yesterday, he was signing off from his shift. And I was coming back from Champion Hill playing golf. And Dave gave a plug. He said, and tomorrow I'm going to be playing the Wolverine in the Mike Horton first annual
Tribute
golf outing.
Thank you, Dave.
I think I
Yeah.
I met Mike playing at Elbrook at the end of the year tournament in the scramble, and thought, who is this guy? All kinds of
Really?
stories.
Really?
Yeah. But then second or third hole, he pulled out the peach schnapps. And
Oh, God help you.
So yeah, I played with him at Forest Dunes a couple times and just had a great time.
Awesome, awesome.
Sounds about right.
Same story. I never knew Mike until twice. We played at Elmbrook, and the second time we played, it was like he knew everything about me. I talked to him the first time, and I didn't see him again because we had early times, later times for our groups. And it's like you pick up where you left off. You know, he knew everything that I had talked to him about a year earlier.
God help you.
Oh, no, it was good.
Mike, hold on, Mike, were you with Mike in that group? I think it was one of the last years that we played, a couple years ago. And you remember the rule is we always putt everything out. You know, when you play in the championship, the last match of the year.
No, that was me that was with him.
Was that you? Okay. All right, well, he got onto the third hole, which is par 5.
Yeah.
And he was on in 3. He missed his birdie putt by inches.
Right.
And he was so frustrated, he walked up and he just took the back of his putter and smacked the ball off the side of the green.
Yes.
Forgetting you had to putt everything out. So he had to go back. He had to chip on. He had to chip on, and then he ended up 2 putting for an 8.
Yes, he did.
But we still ended up winning the overall.
Son of a bitch.
Of course you did.
Yeah. So that, I mean, that was a great story. Okay, over here, Larry. Oh, wait.
No,
Ken.
we're over Ken.
Ken.
Okay, we're playing, it's raining.
Of course it is.
I need an umbrella.
Oh, no you didn't.
Yes, I did. Mike gives me an umbrella because he's a big man and he doesn't need the rain doesn't bother him.
Yeah.
He hands me this umbrella and I grip it and it's kind of slippery, but I thought it was wet. Well, it turned out the inside of the handle had silicone in it. I tried taking a bath in silicone and trying to play golf with the clubs. I had the rest of the day, I'd fall out of my hand, and to this day, I think he knows he did it.
There you go.
Ken,
He knew it.
where did you meet Mike?
Elmbrook.
Elmbrook or High Point?
It was High Point.
High Point, with you.
Yes, we were in a league on Wednesday night at High Point.
Lautner, Lautner, you're next too. You're Lautner.
You know, I honestly, the very first thing I can think of is the last time I've seen him. And if you go back last year, the bars were open, we could go out and do stuff. Mike and I were at, what was that place across from the
bar.
state park? Till 1 in the morning. And he was just such a fun guy to be with. You know, he'd hang out with you as long as you'd hang out. And the other thing is, I want to mention this too.
God help Priscilla.
One of my greatest memories with Mike is that number 3 on Elmbrook, par 5. You guys know it, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I make a great drive.
That's a good story.
And I go up and I hit my ball and I put it on the green in 2.
Yeah. That was my ball.
I thought it was Mike's.
No, mine.
Okay, so now I gotta go back and I say, Larry, you didn't hit your ball. And so I went back and hit my ball and I was pissed. I wanted it. And I put it even closer and I end up getting the par. Well, and ever since that day, I still use a yellow ball.
Ends up par in the hole.
Yeah, I met Mike Elmbrook first year. I played on league with Dave. Actually, I played on league with another guy. And then I joined Dave the second year because Pat and Mike told us that we would be a really good partner team. And we went on to, in 2018, we went on to win 50% of the tournaments we entered as a scramble team. And we just had a lot of fun every time we got together. We started birdie juice on the first hole, and it usually continued at least 10 holes after that. We were shooting 12, 13 under every time we went out.
Wow. Where did you meet Mike?
Oh my gosh, at school.
Fuck that. Come on.
School.
Where did you meet Mike?
That's where I met him. He was a counselor, I was a counting.
Hang on. He was a what?
A counselor.
He counseled.
Oh my
he counseled kids.
Yes.
No
he
way.
did.
There's no way.
Yes.
No.
1977. 1977.
Hang on. They put kids with Mike?
They did, yes. And we've been playing golf ever since. We got in a league at Elmbrook. We were in that for, I don't know, what, 30 years, plus scrambles and playing with all you guys, just about, it seems like. Yeah.
Good.
Going down to Florida.
Matt, we know all about you, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Fisher.
Hey, well, I gotta go back to 1990.
I only got 15 minutes
And
left.
it was this little 2-bedroom apartment in Paris, Michigan. And I had been recruited by Mr. Labadie, who scared the shit out of me. And I was this young guy in the hotel business with this animal. And he invited a buddy down who was playing cribbage, drinking beer, and eating pizza, who became one of my best friends ever, was Mike Horton. But anyway, it was through Mr. Labadie.
Oh, cool.
But you told a good story, and I want to tell about, it was State Police, Dare Golf Scramble, Green Acres, 3-man scramble. Our buddy Chad Miller, Mike, and I. We got to about hole 14. We had not used one of my shots yet. That's where we adopted the line, good shot, but we're not going to use it. So on like 14, there's a 2.5-foot putt. They sit in their car ticket. I said, go up there, clean that up. And I made the smart-ass comment. I better mark it first. And I promptly missed it.
Oh, boy.
So needless to say, we shot 14 under, won the tournament, and all I did was keep score.
And we have Mr. Labadie.
For those of you that are old enough to remember, the original pro shop was called the Sand Trap,
Yes.
over on 72.
Great.
Yes.
And I moved to Traverse City in August of 1984. 2 days after I moved here, I was at the Sand Trap having a beer, and in walks the great one.
Yeah.
And so we shared a cocktail, and we talked about playing golf, and so that went on for 36 years
happens,
plus.
right?
Yeah, he
And
was the
Matt's
best.
sister, Lori, used to work there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, she did.
No, I didn't.
She worked at the
Really?
Sand Trap.
I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. So yeah, we were
We
good
played
friends.
in
for a
Houston
long, long
together.
time. Yeah,
Grand
well, and we were
Rapids.
so different. I mean, he was in education, and
Yeah.
I was in a global sales position.
Yeah, but
and
you
so
all
forth.
drank a lot though. So
We
that's
did drink a
good.
lot. We had
Yeah.
a lot of commonality, but
Yeah.
he was one of a kind. He was one
John,
of the
yeah,
best.
dude, you're next, dude.
And I introduced him to my brother-in-law, Randy. We had a lot of great times together, a lot of great golf games.
So Randy, go next. How'd you meet Mike?
How'd I meet Mike?
Yeah.
Well, like with these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they drug you down into that?
Well,
They drug me way down.
We had a tournament called the BS Open, which which started with Jim and Mike's dad and a guy by the name of Bill Luce. And who was the fourth?
Me.
You. And so, and after a while it grew. I thought
help us all.
we thought you were just the cameraman. So it grew to 8 people, then it grew to 12 people. And I got sucked into it, and one year somebody couldn't play, so Randy played, and then Randy's dad played, and so we'd all just sort of, you know, again, it's golf, liquor.
And all sorts of shit. And go Spartans, by the way. John, you're next, dude.
Yeah, I knew Mike for about 42 years, and we were the first ones to organize the Michigan Open here on Spruce Run, which was the only course back then. And we got memberships for that.
We used to marshal.
I get out of school and we'd be playing golf every day for nothing. So I went into the pretty.
Wait a minute, I got a free round of golf and you got memberships? Whoa!
Well, then for years we've been down in Florida, you know, with Pat, and it was this March when we all left Florida together, and then we got the bad news, and you know that was it.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. We spent hours on the golf course.
I mean, I still struggle with Mike counseling kids.
Yeah.
Mike counseling kids.
They don't, because he was very good at it.
I'm sure he was, but it's hard for me to fathom given how I knew him.
Well, that's true, but he did a very good job.
Yeah, there was two sides.
John's dad and Mike's dad were part of that, what do you call it, the BS Open.
You're right.
Also.
Right.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay, Ed.
I only met Mike a couple of years ago. I don't have the number of years behind me like you guys do with him, but I met him on a golf course on a scramble, and in a matter of minutes, like you guys can imagine, I immediately loved the guy. I don't know why, only that he was easy to like, easy to get along with, had a fantastic time. I drank that stinking peach schnapps whole after hole. I hated it, and we drank it, and we drank it, and we drank it. And I love the guy, I miss the guy, and I miss him. I love you, Mike. Fantastic day today. Thanks,
So,
guys.
I'm last, but I probably do the least of many of you. I joined the Elmbrook League as soon as I moved to Traverse City. The very first night I said, I better go in the bar and meet Pat, who was the organizer, and I go in the bar and I try to meet Pat, and there's Mike there drinking Oberon, like, my drinking Oberon. And so I go and say, hi, Pat, and Mike says, hey, Dave, nice to meet you. You want an Oberon? And I'm going, yeah. By the way, do you want to play in a scramble next week? And, you know, Pat and Mike and myself and Scott played in many scrambles, and we had such a wonderful time. Every single time, and we did very well, by the way. And then Mike says, hey, you know, I used to work at the resort, and by the way, anytime you're out there, you know, and by the way, you should be a member there. And then Jack and I met each other, and I made him a lot of money. But, you know, we had such a wonderful time. And met his family. Priscilla and my wife played pickleball together every week. And, you know, I truly miss the guy, regardless of his stories. But I had such a strong relationship with Mike that I truly believe that this needs to be an annual event, and we'll do this every year as long as I'm a member here, and as long as you guys want to come out. We're going to be here every year. He's larger than life regardless of the fucking stories, but you know, he is such a kind guy. You know, truly, we played in a foursome with him in the TBA the last 3-4 years. And, you know, we made a lot of money, regardless of Mike's drive. But we made a lot of money on the TBA, and we had such a wonderful time. I hope you guys all have a great time today, great night tonight, and I look forward to having you guys here every year until we can't do it anymore.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, good night. Good night.
Hell yeah.
Now, can I say something?
Please.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We got you.
Hey, how did you meet Mike?
I've known him longer than you.
Hey, hang on.
He's known him longer than anybody.
1977.
My turn. My
76.
Wow, there you go.
Where?
At the backside.
I think the greatest thing he said earlier is he's known him longer than Matt.
I know, hang on. Hey, go.
Hamburger.
I'm probably the only one here that didn't meet him on a golf course. Or surrounding a golf course.
Right.
I met him with Chuck
I
Foreman.
wanted to make sure, because I thought that
Who knows Chuck?
John
knows Chuck. On Bayou, where I was actually up fishing, I was with Chuck, and he came in that night, and we hit it off that night, and that was the end of that.
God help you.
Yeah, amen. And couple of things about Mike. I know him so much differently than you. We spent so much time together, not just on the golf course, but everywhere. And a lot in the bar.
Backside.
Well, a little bit there, but a little AB. Anyway, a couple things about Mike that you probably don't know. Mike never met a podium he didn't like.
Hang on. We all do that. We all do that.
And I remember when Matt was born, I happened to be around, you know, and I remember, you know, how happy he was that, you know, and now he had the all-American family, you know, a son and a daughter and everything else. I remember going in to see Matt. Mom and Dad were right there, and they looked and they went, wow. It was Matt, no. But again, I've known him for a long time. I've got stories, unspeakable stories. They can't go on video.
And they won't, because it's off.
No, it's on. It's on.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But it'll be nice to see it going around in a circle when I do it. Hey, by the way, two things. The party we had for Mike back in June is on YouTube. It's under Mike Horton Party.
No way.
If you want to see that day,
Awesome.
put it on YouTube. Mike Horton Party. I will put this on YouTube and I'll call it Mike Horton
Tribute.
Okay?
Number one.
Number one. Next couple of minutes I'll have it on. Probably tomorrow I'll have it out there. If you want to look it up. And that way you can look at all this stuff and see yourself. How stupid you look.
Nope, by the way.
So I echo everybody else's
But you know
comments.
what?
Thank you so much
If
for
that's
being
what
my
you got for me by accident.
I love them dearly, as you all did. And thanks for Matt being here. God, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, how old are you?
That's good. I'm done here.
1980.
Yeah, it just blacks out. You just got to touch it. It comes on, but it's still going.
When Mike was supposed to
All right.
tell Lori at school.
All right, she's ducking. She's ducking. All right. All right. Say bye. Say bye. Bye.